The boats that you'll see parked up ahead on the left are what we call continuous cruisers. On that side, they're allowed to stay up to a week free of charge, but if they stay any longer, they incur a daily fee of £150. Deliberately expensive, as they don't actually want people to pay it, they want people to go away. So the congestion is kept under control, and everyone gets a chance to use all the space. It's a more unique situation with the boats on the right, however. They belong to the people in the houses behind them. As far as I know, this is the only spot on the London waterways where if you buy the house, the mooring spot comes with it, and you can keep your boat at the end of your gun for free. Obviously, when I say free, I mean no extra charge on top of the millions of pounds you'll have already paid. It might just be a plain old run-up. If you take a look through the second white fence on the right, you'll see Daisy, the last domesticated cow in the UK. As you can see, she's not much of a mover. Okay, maybe that was the worst joke of the tour. I would tell you another one, but I don't want to milk it. Sorry. Coming up on the right is a pink house, which underwent 2 years of renovations and had 3 floors dug underground, where they installed a cinema, swimming pool and gym. Featured on Grand Designs not too long ago, unsurprisingly. We're about to go under London and Birmingham Railway Bridge, which was built in 1838, making it one of the oldest in the UK. It was a very stressful bridge. If you found yourself going under it at the same time a train went over, then the sound of the train would make your horse panic and then jump into the canal. A horse ramp was installed to make it easier to retrieve them, but this was just one of the many ways in which using the canal as a freight transport route was an absolute nightmare. And so it was, as the railway networks grew and the motorways expanded, that most of the businesses started rapidly abandoning the canal. Those that carried on also had to stop in the winter of 1962, as it was so cold, the entire canal was frozen over for 2 months. And this was pretty much the final nail in the coffin. Through here on the right is Pirate Castle, set up in 1966 by Lord St Davis, who wanted to teach water safety to urban folk due to his concerns about how many of them kept falling in. They run activities such as canoeing, kayaking, paddleboarding, and even one that involves yoga on a paddleboard. Coming up on the left, you can see there's a little indent in the towpath. That is the horse ramp I just told you about. You can even see the top step. We're reaching the end now, folks. This last bridge takes us into Camden Lock and Camden Market. Through there on the left, that building is the Henson, as in Jim Henson, creator of the Muppets. The top floor was his workshop in the 70s, but the penthouse was sold in 2018 for £4.5 million. The white building opposite on the right is Gilbey's House, as in Gilbey's Gin. It was the largest gin distillery in the UK, sometimes carrying up to 800,000 gallons of the stuff. Alcohol was very much one of the most prominent trades in Camden back then, and as you're all about to see, Camden hasn't really changed. There's just more variety now. Coming up on the left is Dead Dog's Tunnel, which was featured in the James Bond film Spectre. You may recall there's a scene where Bond cruises up the Thames in a speedboat. He goes under Pimlico Bridge into a tunnel, and he somehow ends up in there. Which would never happen in real life. It's geographically impossible. Well folks, I hope you had a nice time with us. If you have, please leave us a review on TripAdvisor. My name is Ruben, and Captain Pete